Hello and welcome to Hanamate. I am into Christmas mood and I'm making all sorts of things. And last night I made a bunch of winter scenes. So I'm showing you what supplies you need. You can always improvise those, but you need some kind of stand, jars, figurines, glue gun. I also use Mod Podge and fake snow. You can also use some beads, you can use greenery, you can use cones, whatever you would like to. That's the fake snow, so it's nice fluffy thing that I'm going to attach with a Mod Podge. So I really had great time. I do have to admit I was collecting those items for a while and I didn't prepare what I'm going to do. Of course, I always think about my projects ahead of time, so I sort of had that image in my head, how I would like to make it look. But in all of them, basically, I went with the flow and I didn't do much prep work. I do love to collect craft supplies, and I do love it when I have more than I need because then I have more choices and I feel the creativity flows better if I know what I'm doing, right? If I know what I have in front of me. I'm not very good at thinking I'm going to make this, go to store and grab exactly what I need. I do collect items and it pays off often. So glue gun is a must. At this time I always work with my glue gun outside. However, it's too cold so I brought it in. The smell wasn't as bad as I expected. That says I was in it. I'm pretty sure my family was annoyed. You can use E6000, which is my other favorite glue. However, it takes longer to dry out. Um, I think the trees are probably the only thing I bought new, and yes, I did buy it in Dollar Tree. I don't love supporting that shop because many things are kind of cheap looking China items from country far away. Anyhow, but these trees I admit are really good. It is wire and wood base and they look pretty and are very good price. Um, so you saw me gluing down everything, right? And for the final touch, I am sprinkling it with some snow. I am aware that it may eventually fall apart unless you put some kind of glass globe over your project. So Mod Podge is fantastic solution. It is basically glue and varnish in one, and I am using a brush to brush wherever I would like the snow to be, and then I'm basically sprinkling it with the snow, and then I will just shake it off. So whatever sticks, sticks. If you want to be ambitious, you can use another layer. You can also use spray, like glue spray, sorry, glue in a spray. That will work well, but I think it will be all over the place. I do love using the brush because I kind of know where I'm going to put it. So that was one project. I did all the projects at once and then I will show you the videos afterwards how it looks like. Glass jars are fantastic, and also these cake stands. I think you see right away how adorable it is. It just white is something Christmassy. I love galvanized materials, glass, and white china. I think is my favorite. So I did purchase these cake stands in the thrift store. I had them for a while, and then I found those ceramic trees that do remind me Europe, home sweet home, and I basically attached, glued little figurines and the trees, and that's it. So this is how truly simple it is. You can alternate, you can use whatever you want. You can probably use Christmas ornaments, you can make your own little trees. Birdhouses actually are fantastic too. You can make fairies, you can make gnomes. I did try to somehow match the scene that I had one with kids, one with elderly people, one sort of like colonial times theme, and I also placed the trees um, sort of closer to the house, so they shade it and make it cuter, and then some on the front as well. That's it. That's how simple it is. I really had great time with it, and I don't necessarily like buying presents for my friends because it may make them feel guilty that they didn't get me anything. Or it may make them feel strange if it's not their cup of tea. They also may be guilty getting rid of it, or if I spend too much money. So I find that making those are the trees from dollar store, I believe. You see, it's just a little wooden base and a wire. Um, so I hope you can see how this one is turning out great too. I'm so pleased. It's just nice white and the little curves and windows add lots of details. I'm very pleased with this project. So as I was saying, I have many friends who I think appreciate my creative things, things that I created and are truly happy. Plus, I think for Christmas time or holidays, people do appreciate handmade and something unique, right? You can rush to store and buy something, but those are things that they may pull out every year, or even if they enjoy it for one season, I am happy. Um, so I made a few of them. I think I made one more on the pedestal stand. By the way, this one had a chip, right? So somebody dumped it. I actually did find it on the curb, and this kind of project is fantastic because I'm going to cover that chip and nobody would ever know. To me, it's not keeping the secret, but more recycling or saving something from the dump that can still be used. By the way, because this is a cake stand, sort of regular size, there are glass domes that go over it. So if you are going to copy this idea, you can always put the glass dome on the top, and that will look really cool. That will look like real winter scene, the people hiding under glass, and you will not have mess from the snow that may possibly detached, right? By the way, if anything ever falls off, which I don't 100% trust this glue, you can always reglue it and you can add more snow. I was also thinking about adding maybe little pearls or white beads so it looks like snowballs. But then I decided to, right now, so I wanted to attach some pearls that they will look like snowballs, but then I decided not to. That's my other stash of different pearls, but it just didn't do it. It looked strange to me. I think I want to go for the plain, natural look. Um, I use Mod Podge a lot, by the way. It's fantastic because it dries really fast. There are many types, I think 30, 50 types of Mod Podge for inside, outside, for fabric, for paper, of course, and also different uh, gloss or matte, basically the way it kind of shines, that fits different projects. I have this jar for many years now and I use it quite a bit actually, and I'm very happy. It lasts a long time. It does have a smell that I enjoy, but it is fantastic product, and I think I really don't mind advertising Mod Podge and E6000. They are my favorites. So that's it. You see how easily I shake off the um, snow that didn't attach, and I'm quite happy. I did make sure I covered that little crack. So I think that's last for the pedestal cake stands, and then I will try to make some very simple decorations in glass jars. So I do love glass jars. I do love, sort of the zero waste idea, storing my food in it. And I think this project is fantastic for kids. They would really enjoy it. If you are using hot glue gun, you have to help them a little, you have to be careful. It is wise to ask them to place the figurines and trees in before they glue it down, and then you can use the same method for attaching the snow. I wouldn't use spray glue in this case, because it'll be all over the sides and then you wouldn't be able to get rid of it. One thing I forgot to mention when picking your jars: do make sure that there are no cracks or chips, or make sure you cover them, hide them. And also do make sure you clean the jar really well on the inside, because it'll be much harder to clean it once you place all the people and trees inside it. I do love to just clean them in dishwasher, because the hot water and steam really cleans them well. I also just like using rubbing alcohol, so I wiped all my jars beforehand. Some of the jars have lids, like the one you see closer to you now, and I think that'll be super cute. However, I may decide to take it off. I'm not sure yet. Most glass jars have pretty universal opening. You can either pick different lid and match it, or I was thinking about putting little like gauze material, something lacy, and maybe even crochet doily and attach it with a ribbon. I think that may add nice touch. But when I was working on it yesterday, I did like the very simple idea. So what else would I share? Yeah, almost done. I had a really great time. Just always make sure you are preparing all your products. You have good space to work with, and especially now when I was making 7 projects, I guess, I really appreciated having lots of room around me, no matter if kids are fed or not. um, if you're working with glue gun, always make sure, I kind of like to have it on the same side where my right hand is, but you can get burned with it, right? You can get hurt. The one thing I did realize, I really loved working on my countertop. I have granite and it's super easy to clean. So even if I had little blobs of the glue, that was easy to peel it off and clean it. By the way, they also sell white trees that I think would be pretty. I kind of decided to go with the green because it's more natural look. With the Mod Podge, always make sure you work fast, because it does dry really fast, and also make sure you clean your brush properly, because otherwise it will get hard and you will destroy it. So that's it. I think I shared everything I could, and I cannot wait to show you the final product. Always clean up after yourself. Da da da. And here are my creations. I enjoy them very much. I think they are pretty. I think they are charming. And I also like the size. I am not minimalist, but I do like small things that are kind of not too much, not too kitschy, and not overwhelming. Oh my gosh, it looks like what is she doing? Muff? She's holding something. This is what I mentioned. I think that I try to combine kids. I'm very pleased, and I do think these will make good presents for anybody. So if you like my ideas, if you are inspired, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I told myself that I will get pretty creative, and I want to do something creative every day. So not on this scale, but every day do a little bit. I find it very relaxing and I enjoy it, and I think it's nice to make something and give it away or sell it, however you manage. But these turn out great, and as I mentioned, they can be great gift for kids. They do actually sell plexiglass Christmas ornaments with opening on the side. So I guess they are for like little terrariums. They will be fantastic for this project too. But I had those jars and I'm happy I reused them, and they turn out great. I'm sure I will make somebody happy. So, oh, Santa Claus, finally, he's here. So, thank you for watching Hanamate, and I hope you enjoyed this. And please be inspired and be creative. It is a really great way to kind of forget about the world and other worries. So, here's link to my Instagram, and here's my little Facebook group. Thank you for watching Hanamate.